Hello, everybody, and welcome to my channel, Proof and Prosper, where I show you each day by documenting my own lifestyle design journey that you already have permission to design the life that you want to live. And I am just here to show you proof that it is possible. My name's Keosha, and today was a great day. I finally completed my 3D wall panel install. A very small DIY project for me, but if you've seen any of my previous videos where I kind of talk about working on this 3D wall panel and just decorating my room in general, you know that DIY is not particularly my strong suit, but I am actively trying to exercise that side of my brain a bit more. And it took me 3 days to complete this, only not because it was difficult or anything, but for me, so two main things. The first one, like I said, is I'm not the best at DIY stuff. So, especially things that don't come with instructions and that I have to anything more on the arts and craft type side of stuff, it takes a minute to get the creative juices flowing. And that's number one. And then the second reason is because I kept deciding to start on this later in the day. When I know that I don't have the best energy and it might take it may be a little bit harder for me to figure the simple parts out. And you might be like, girl, it's just paste the stuff up there. But yeah, it was just paste the stuff up there. But I had to like measure and cut and do things because, the pieces, for the pieces, they were 12 by 12 pieces, I believe. And they didn't all fit perfectly in the space, So it took a little bit more effort than just taping this stuff up. Uh, and so it took me, it didn't take me 3 full days, guys. It didn't take me, I think altogether, like between the 3 days that I worked on it, it probably was a total of about an hour, maybe give or take a couple of minutes, I would say. So it wasn't like an extremely daunting task or whatever. It's just that today I actually decided to start on it earlier in the day so that I could actually finish it. And I did, and I'm super happy with the way that it turned out. Right now, it's giving matrixy, red pill, blue pill type vibes slash cyberpunky slash awesomeness. And so I'm really loving how it turned out. And initially, my plan was to do the entire wall behind me. I started with the doors because it was a smaller space. I didn't particularly need a like ladder, step stool, or anything like that to complete it. And I wanted to see what it would look like just doing this small part first and putting the lights up before I did an entire wall. And I'm pretty satisfied with this. I think it's pretty cool looking. But I might still do the entire wall. I haven't quite decided yet. It was my initial idea, but I'm not sure. I think just the doors might be sufficient. Let me know what you think in the comments. Should I just keep the doors done and leave it at that, or do you think the whole wall would look better? I'd like to hear your thoughts and opinions on that. But yes, so just a brief update for you all. Now I think as far as my room is concerned, all of the things that I wanted to do to the room as far as redecorating and creating, some backdrops for the room, I've completed that. And now I can actually get back to focusing on my decluttering efforts. I gave myself a very aggressive timeline for all of my decluttering efforts that I did not meet. I gave myself a month. And now that I'm hindsight, I'm like, that was not nearly enough time. Even though I've gotten rid of a lot of stuff, I still have much more to go. And I've just come to the realization that I'm not going to be able to get rid of everything. I'm just mainly trying to get rid of the stuff that's taking up the most space. And I think ultimately I'm just going to end up probably just recycling whatever I can recycle, like as far as stuff that I know that I definitely don't need, but it is just taking up room because it's not stuff that I particularly want to keep. So it's not worth putting in storage or anything like that. And, but it's not stuff that it is what I would consider easily, um, like you can't give it away easily and you don't necessarily want to donate. I guess it's junk. Let's just call it what it is, junk. But it's like working junk though. So you don't want to throw it away or anything like that. So once I'm taking inventory, I still have to continue taking inventory of what I have left, and I'll go from there. So ultimately, I'm very happy with the way that the wall panel install turned out, and I can now focus on the other part, the other part of this two-part journey, which is the decluttering. But if you made it this far in the video, thank you for watching so much, and I appreciate you spending time with me today. And I would like to know, let me know in the comments, have you guys recently or have you ever really done a DIY project such as installing wall panels or anything that required you to be a bit more creative? Have you done it, change your personal space, maybe for content creation or just because you are feeling a bit saucy? Let me know in the comments. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Take care.